Congratulations, heroes, on making it through the 5 steps of the How to Dream Like Walt Disney process to set your 2024 New Year's resolutions. It's amazing, seriously. However you want to celebrate, like do a happy dance or I don't know, however do a twirl. I like to dance if you can't tell. Um, just, just or take a minute and just say thank you, put your hands on your chest. Like that's a lot of mental work, okay? Like pushing yourself past the limits of your imagination takes a lot of work because the whole way that watchdog in your brain is going to keep coming up that's saying, no, no, just stay in the cave. That survival part of your brain. It's like, no, no, what are you doing? You're pushing your limits. I don't like that. Like this could mean danger. But again, like that was useful when we lived in caves. Yes, we don't live in caves anymore. Right? And today, when you take risk, you're often rewarded for that risk. So we just have to work with this part of our brain constantly. That's why we have to dare to delight ourselves, right? That's why we need to dare. That's why we need to work on that feeling of daring. And I just want to say, well done for you for making it through each of those 5 steps that each we're asking you to push what you think is possible for yourself. So now you kind of have these big ideas, right? Like Walt Disney would have, right? These huge boundary pushing ideas for what you are now think you're capable of in 2024. And they might kind of be all over the place. They might be in one direction. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to guide you through kind of a visualization to help you come up with a clear and measurable goal for 2024 so that on December 31st, 2024, you know that you've achieved your goal. Okay, so I want you to, if you need to, close your eyes, take a seat if you can. If you're walking, that's fine. Just kind of take some deep breaths and start to just notice a sensation that you're having, a bodily sensation. Like if you're walking, start to feel your feet on the ground. If you're sitting, start to feel your feet on the ground again, but not moving. Your butt in the seat. If you're driving, maybe you can feel the steering wheel in your hand or something you hear, like what's the closest sound you hear, or take some deep breaths and really notice what the air feels like going in your nose and out your mouth. Just going to give you a minute to do that, to kind of ground yourself. Kind of bring yourself into your body and away from whatever thoughts have been swirling around at that moment when we started this video, right? Okay. Now, I want you to make yourself to December 31st, 2024. You're laying in your bed in the morning, just becoming conscious after a good night's sleep. And the first thing I want you to notice is what you hear. Feel. What do your sheets feel like? If they're not sheets, a sleeping bag, wherever it is you're sleeping. Maybe you're on top of a mountain because that was your goal for 2024. Whatever it is, December 31st, 2024, after all the streaming that you've been doing, where are you when you're waking up? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? Open your eyes. What do you see? Wherever you've, whatever dream you've accomplished, December 31st, 2024, when you're waking up, what do you hear? What do you feel? What do you see when you open your eyes? Again, your watchdog might be coming in, telling you that going to this totally new place is impossible. It's not worth visualizing yourself there. But remember, we just say, thanks, brain. Thanks for watching out for me. That's the survival piece. Yep, that's what it is. You just want me to be safe. Thank you. And just keep visualizing where you are, what you see, what you feel, what you hear. Okay, you're getting out of bed. What do you do first? And moving through your morning, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you smell? Maybe you're having your first sip of coffee. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you see? Moving through the rest of your morning. Maybe you're going to work. Maybe not. What are you doing? What's the manifestation of all this dreaming you've been doing? How is it manifesting in your life on December 31st, 2024? How's that impacting your morning? What are you doing because of it? Okay, and we're moving into lunchtime, afternoon, moving into lunchtime in the afternoon. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you smell? What are you doing? What's that manifestation of everything that you created in 2024 based on the dreaming that you've been doing? You're leaving work or heading into the afternoon, evening, going somewhere special to celebrate this amazing year of creating that you've done, creating everyday magic for yourself, growing your unique magic by pursuing this big dream that you've come up with. What does it look like? How do you know? How do you know you've done it this evening, today? You've had dinner. What did that look like? Who were you with? Smell like? What did it taste like? What did you hear? What did you see? What do you do after dinner? What do you see, hear? Do you know that you've done it? You've created your dream in 2024. Getting ready for bed. Getting into bed. How do you know? Getting into bed, December 31st, 2024. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? How do you know that you've created this big dream? What's the physical presence of it in your life on this day, on December 31st, 2024? Okay, when you're ready, open your eyes. Hope that was insightful for you. If not, that's fine. It's just one way to take yourself to that end of the goal period that we're setting right now. Here's a secret, by the way. If you don't actually create it on December 31st, 2024, it doesn't mean it's all a waste, right? Like the process of coming up with this dream and working on creating it every day, bringing that magic into your life every day, like if it doesn't happen on December 31st, that just means you need a little more time. That's all. That is all. Okay? So we say December 31st to give our minds a date because our minds like that. It's been shown that like the closer you get to the end of a goal, different parts of your brain get activated, right? Because that's just the way our brains work. The closer we think we are to needing to do something, our brain is going to be like switch to activate, right? It's actually a trick you can use with your brain. Like if you're having trouble, you know something's in the future, but you're having trouble getting motivated to do it, just put yourself a few months or like closer to that actual date, and the different parts of your brain will get rolling and you'll be like, all right, action, here I am. Okay, but what I hope that visualization helped you do was to identify the physical evidence that you're going to have on December 31st, 2024, that you have created this big dream, that something that you can write down right now that is clear and measurable, that you will know is in your life on that day because of the dreaming that you've done right now and because of that resolution that that's going to create, right? So if you have a health goal, that could be that you wake up and you run however many miles, right? Or that you lift however much, or that you do however many pull-ups, or that the scale says something very specific, right? If you have a money goal, a business goal, or a personal finance goal, it's that when you open your bank account, you see a certain amount of money. If it's that you want to travel somewhere, it's that you wake up and you're there, right? If you want to, like me, have an Airbnb next to Disneyland, I want to wake up there December 31st, right? And of course, the day would be going to Disneyland on the 31st. So it's such a fun time, New Year's. So yeah, so I hope that that visualization helped you get very clear on what life will look like when you have created your dream. And so there's a journal form for you to put in all that, as much detail as you want. But the least amount I recommend is like just one sentence about a clear, measurable way that you will know that on December 31st that you have achieved your dream. And again, that's like scale, bank account, where you are, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, all of those things. So please reach out to me if you want me to do a personal visualization with you. Like we can do this one-on-one, or if you're getting stuck on any part of this. But this is the part where the big dreaming like becomes very concrete. And there's going to be one more email in this series where I help you set some milestones for the calendar year of 2024 and give you a process for every week creating your to-do list for things you need to do to create this goal in your life. Okay, have a wonderful day, heroes. Bye.